Hi everyone and welcome to this reading. This is a general collective reading for the month of August 2020. So we'll just see what the energies are, what we need to work on, some of the things that we can expect energetically in the month of August 2020. These are general and collective messages. So this may not resonate for everybody. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is not a personal reading. So let's get started. We'll get two main themes, one from the Witches Oracle deck and one from the Cosmic Cards deck. Two main themes for the month of August. Two cards fell out. I'll read both. I will regard both of them as themes. First theme is love. We're in Leo season, so it's not a surprise. Love is going to be one of your main themes for the month of August. Next theme is soul. Okay, so doing some soul work, maybe finding a soulmate, maybe getting into a relationship with a soulmate, or understanding love at a soul level, and how it is, what really are the requirements of your soul as such. So maybe also gaining a deeper perspective on love. I think those might be some themes for the month of okay, it's definitely love. Guys, your next card, next theme for the entire month is unconditional love. Okay, so like I said, maybe expanding your perspective on what love is. Maybe looking at love from a soul level instead of just a physical or a mental compatibility level. Let me just quickly look at what soul in this deck stands for, but from what I feel, it obviously is guiding us towards a deeper meaning of love. So now this can be romantic love, this can be family love, this can be sibling love, friendship, love for yourself even. Okay, unconditionally also learning to love yourself as well. Okay, but primarily main themes for the month of August are going to be redefining the way you're looking at love, looking at it from a more soul-based perspective as opposed to just physical perspective or just a mental compatibility kind of a thing. I think we're going to be doing that in the month of August. Also, as I was meditating, there were a couple of keywords that I got for the general collective for the month of August. There might be some transformations, there might be some tower moments, in the sense some things or some information might come up which might surprise us. Also, we're being guided to or asked to just be patient and keep working on ourselves. Know that whatever you are, whatever hard work you've put in, whatever you've sort of planted the seed for, that's going to come. All right, if not completely in the month of August, it's on its way. That was another key word that I got. And also awakening is another key word that I got. So probably also awakening to the fact that love is not just the meeting of two minds or two bodies or whatever. Maybe love is at a soul level, and also learning unconditional love, which means that learning to love without conditions. Okay, so that's going to be the main theme. Let's start with the tarot, and then I'll do some clarifiers with this Osho Zen tarot deck as well. Okay, first card, Ten of Swords. So you may feel like there's a dead end that you've reached. You're completely, it's like a dark night of the soul. Okay, with the Ten of Swords, you might feel like you've reached a dead end, like you have nothing left to give. Okay, maybe you might feel like you've been backstabbed, etc. If you see also in this image, this lady is quite sad in how she's sitting there. Okay, so you might feel like like this is the end of the road for you, but essentially what happens is that also tens represent completions of cycles. So you will complete cycles, and they may be around love as well. So maybe a love relationship for some of you, maybe a love relationship probably has made you feel completely drained, or now when I say love, it can be family, it can be brother sister, it can be friends, it can be anywhere where you experience love. It does not necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. All right, so maybe in a relationship, maybe where in a relationship which is close to your heart, maybe you felt completely burdened and completely dead tired, like you've given everything and now there's nothing left for you to give, and hence you are completely dead. All right, you might be experiencing that a little bit. Like I said earlier, this is about a love relationship. Your next card is the Lover's card, the Lady and the Lord. Okay, this is the Lover's card, Union card. So, like I said, maybe around a relationship, maybe around a soul union is where you might be you might start to feel completely drained and tired, but don't worry, a new beginning will come. It's just that in certain relationships you have to complete cycles so you can begin a new cycle with that person. So maybe there are certain aspects that you have completed with either this person or this dynamic of this relationship. And next card is Two of Wands. Okay, you're going to be making a decision about which direction now to move in. All right, maybe some weighing of some alternatives or weighing of some choices or possibilities. You're going to be making that decision as well. Too many, I'll shuffle again. Next card, standing stone in this deck is the Justice card. Okay, so you're getting quite a few major arcana cards as well. So there will be justice, there will be a balance restored. You might even be signing contracts. So I was going to say earlier that probably with the the main themes being unconditional love at a soul level and also love again, you may want to legalize something, okay, with this partner, whoever this relationship is. Okay, so looks like it could be a marriage based relationship, or something of that nature, where you might want to consider that maybe that's the thing that you're going to be deciding on. Either ways, if you have felt with the Ten of Swords, if you have felt like you have given a lot without getting anything in return, that justice is going to be coming for you. All right, next card is Page of Athames. In this deck stands for Page of Swords. So like I said earlier, some news will be coming in, some new beginning will be coming in. Okay, you will be having some new beginning with this relationship or this dynamic, where your justice will be served. But at some point you might find yourself in a place where you want to make some decisions around this relationship or this dynamic or this equation, and in that process also I do feel that this relationship is will be, for those of you who this message or this reading resonates for, this relationship is actually a guided relationship, or a divinely guided relationship, or blessed relationship or union. Okay, because we have the Lover's card over here. This is a divinely guided and protected union. All right, so it looks like you're feeling completely dead or tired or have nothing left to give. That will come to an end. You will complete a cycle. Okay, regards to this union or this relationship, you will be making some decision in terms of how to now move forward, either that, or whether or not to move forward at all, either that. Okay, nonetheless justice is going to be served. So I feel like if you decide that you want to actually move forward or go ahead with it, you might be signing a contract, or you might be getting into some kind of a legal sort of binding with this person. Okay, and you're going to get the news that there's going to be a new beginning. The only thing is, try not to be in your head too much about it. All right, we'll do some clarifiers for each of these with the Osho Zen Tarot deck. Integration. This is Temperance. Quite a few major arcana cards, guys. So it looks like this month of August might be around relationships, will be around relationships and love, but also some very major lessons that you're going to be learning through this month of August. All right, so right under your Ten of swords or 10 of Athames is the integration card. So as you learn to integrate yourself, as you learn to bring balance, also again there is an indication that this is a soul level connection. Temperance does signify a soul partnership, all right. So as you learn to integrate aspects of yourself, now if you see in this image, there's a swan and then there's an eagle, okay. Eagle represents the mind, swan represents the heart. So you're going to have to learn how to balance. Maybe that's why also you might start to feel, if you haven't already, you might start to feel drained or burdened or betrayed or completely dead in the month of August. But that's probably because you're not learning how to balance the two aspects. There's also the yin and the yang in this. So integration is all about balancing. Okay, so you're being advised also to balance. As you start to balance your emotional and your practical side, or your masculine and your feminine side, your dark side and your light side, as you start to balance that, you will realize that there is in fact a new dawn coming, okay, and that will help you to see this relationship, whatever it is, okay, in a different light. You will expand your perspective. Remember, your main theme was soul and unconditional love, okay. What did I say? As you buy your next card under the Lord and the Lady, so under the Lovers is the projections card. So what did I say? Is that you need to learn how to integrate yourself, you need to balance yourself. As you do that, your perception of this relationship or this union will change. Which means that if there are times where you are feeling that you're unable to see who the real person is, or your opposite person is unable to see who the real you is, who you really truly are, those projections are going to get lifted, okay. If you see in this, the guy and the man and the woman, although they're facing each other, they're not able to see the real person because there are masks involved, okay. So these masks will fall off, but for that it's first important for you to learn how to integrate yourself, okay. As you do that, as masks fall off, as things become clear for you, you will no longer have the shiny object syndrome. As things become clear for you, maybe there might also be too many choices or too many things or too much of scattered energy that you might experience, where it's things are pulling you in different directions, and hence you're not being able to give a fair amount of authentic time to this equation which is demanding it. And as you do that, as you learn to unclutter yourself, as you learn to sort of channel your energy and come to a place of more definitive or more concentrated efforts, as you do that, there will be one decision that you will be making. Two of Wands, there will be a decision that you will be making. In that, you probably might want to decide what you will leave behind, what you will work with, what cycle, if you're continuing the relationship, how you want the relationship to move forward. Those are some decisions you're going to be making, all right. Next card, completion. This is the World card in the traditional tarot deck, okay, under Two of Wands. Like I said, you complete cycles. So with completion, as you make that decision, things will absolutely fall into place for you, which means then that there will be a time for more, there will be a time for harmony, a joy, really, really equal partnership, okay. Also, together the two of you, if this is, and again I'm saying this might only resonate for a few people watching this video, but together the two of you might actually embark on some kind of mission work or some kind of work that involves elevating the world together, okay, elevating aspects in the world together. So whatever that work may be, I don't know, but that might happen. As you make that decision, you will complete cycles, you will come to a place of more authenticity, more mastery over yourself, more understanding, a deeper understanding of this relationship or this person in your life, learning to operate from unconditional love as well, not just towards the other person but also towards yourself. And in that aspect, mastering some lessons. As you do that, justice will be served. Your next card was a standing stone. This is the Justice card. Justice will be served. For some of you, you might sign contract, or you might sign might get married even, something of that nature, okay. Next card, Five of Swords, comparison in this deck. So under your Justice card. So as you are working towards creating this justice, or as this justice is coming in, be careful that you don't get drawn into ego battles. Be careful that you don't get drawn into conflicts. Remember, your integration will help you. If you have truly worked on yourself and authentically worked on integrating or balancing out aspects of your life, so whether you're dark, you're light, etc., all of that, then it won't be easy for other people to draw you into conflict. Okay, also it won't be easy for other people to sway you or put you in a place of wanting to compare yourself or your relationship with other people. Okay, so be careful of this. Don't allow internal conflict also to affect your relationship. No two relationships can be the same, guys. Please remember that. So if you start, whether it's a mother-child relationship, or it's a brother-sister relationship, or it's a husband-wife, or a lover, or even friends, no two relationships can be the same ever. So to compare your relationship with somebody else's relationship, that is futility. Okay, that is immaturity. All right, so don't allow yourself to do that. Don't allow yourself to get drawn into ego battles. Don't allow yourself to get drawn into trying to one up the other person. Okay, that is not going to serve your highest good. As you do that, as you take care of that, your new beginning will come. This is the Page of Swords, Page of Artemis. Your new beginning will come. Also in this card, if you see, the owl is there, and the owl is typically a totem for wisdom. Okay, as a spirit animal, as a spirit guide, the owl signifies wisdom. It signifies depth. It signifies things at a soul level. So you got quite a couple of cards talking about soul. Okay, so like I said earlier, is the messages I got for you guys is there will be some tower moments, some things that might shake up your foundation, some things that will there will definitely be awakening. So at a soul level you will be awakening to a couple of things. Just be patient. Don't allow yourself to get swayed into directions which are not meant for you. Okay, next card is Outsider under your Page of Swords. It might be possible that this news or this new beginning is not exactly what you expect. Okay, maybe the dynamic is not absolutely balanced, or maybe you are giving a little bit more, or you are receiving a little bit more, or something of that nature. It might be that, or that you might be more focused on money, or the other person might be more focused on money in terms of career or whatever, and maybe not giving that much of time to you or your relationship. You might feel that even if you do get this new beginning, that new beginning may not be entirely what you want, and that might make you feel like left out in the cold, or it might make you feel like you're abandoned. But again, remember, it all depends on how your perspective of it is. Okay, so no two relationships can be the same. Also, no two people can be the same. So when you are in a relationship with somebody, and that's why also I think your biggest theme was unconditional love, which is even when sometimes people don't do the things that we would like them to do, or things don't go the way that we want them to go, are we still in a position, or are we still able to come from a place of unconditional love? Which means that, are you still able to extend your love to that person or those people without having conditions, without saying that only if you give me this will I love you, or only if you do this will I love you? That's not love, that's a transaction. All right, so maybe that's also what you're going to learn, is also, and that's also why maybe with the new beginning, maybe with this Page of Swords, this new beginning that might come in, or potential for new beginning or new projects, like a new embarkation on this journey with this relationship, might not be exactly what you want, and it might make you feel a little abandoned. But remember, your biggest learning is unconditional love. All right, so that was the tarot. Let's get what blessing you will have. Okay, these cards don't want to come out. From the Hindu Gods and Goddesses deck, let me get a moon card for you guys, and then I will wrap it up. Okay, your blessing is from Matsya. It's the fish avatar. Okay. His blessing is protection against natural disasters, security for seafarers and travelers, preserving ancient traditions and knowledge. So, it looks like you're going to be embarking on a new journey, and that journey is primarily around love. So, you're going to be having that protection or that security. So, through this journey, you're going to be protected and guided. Do not worry about that. Over here, of course, it says protection against natural disasters, but the way I see it in this reading, the way I see it in this reading is that, any external influences or any negative influences, especially drawn out of external forces or drawn from other people or drawn from the environment, etc. Your relationship, your primary relationship regards to this reading is going to be protected with this blessing as well, and preserving ancient traditions and knowledge. So like your main themes are, uncovering certain aspects or looking at new ways or learning new things really about love and what love really is. And maybe you go back to doing doing some soul searching in terms of maybe what your lineage was or what the tradition was in your family, and maybe learning something from there as well. So that blessing as well is there for you. Let's get a couple of moon messages for you guys. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Okay, so if you're feeling like it's a dead end and you don't know which way things are going to move, these are all great cards actually, guys. You do have quite a few major arcana cards, so definitely some big lessons, some big spiritual lessons, life lessons taking you to the next level. Please learn those lessons. Also very, very indicative of a very, very soul level connection. There is nothing in these cards that's talking about any just like a regular or an ordinary connection. This connection, whatever it is, whichever one it is, and it may not resonate for everybody. So now whether it is between you and a mother, your mother or your father or your brother or your sister or your husband or your wife or your lover or your friend, whoever it is, there is deep love. This is definitely a big soul connection. Okay, so this month that's going to be the focus. Whatever it is that needs to come to a loggerhead, like I said, maybe some things, some news, some items will completely get raised down to the ground so that they can restructure themselves again. A climax is approaching. Okay, believe in the impossible. Okay, so like I said earlier that just because things are not happening your way, it doesn't mean that they're not happening. Please remember that. Okay, and believe in the impossible. Know that maybe in the past things were not done, or the balance was skewed, or you didn't get your due and you sort of close that door saying that this is never going to happen. But if this is a soul connection, this will keep coming back again and again into your life, guys. Okay, so keep yourself open, learn your lessons, work on yourselves, heal yourselves, and believe in the impossible. Don't give up. All right, yes. And while I say that, believe in the impossible and don't give up, etc., I do also definitely mean unconditional love towards yourself also, guys. Okay, so there is no excuse for an abusive relationship, no matter if it is a soul level relationship or a divinely protected relationship. Firstly, a divinely protected or guided relationship will never ever intentionally abuse you, whether it's mental abuse, emotional abuse, or physical abuse. Okay, it will never ever do that. However, if you're caught in one of those, or if there are indications of any of those, that is not just being a soul level connection, is not a reason to stay on where you are not appreciated. So learn how to also set your boundaries. Okay, having boundaries is not the same as conditions. Having boundaries simply means learning to respect yourself. Okay, so be careful about that, because as much as unconditional love is about you learning unconditional love towards other people in your life, it is also about learning unconditional love towards yourself. All right, Next card is it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So don't go into the mind frame or the process or thinking of, you know, like you are the only one who's carrying burden. Sometimes what also happens is that people don't share what they're going through. Okay, that doesn't mean they don't have enough and more on their plate. Okay, so it's not always that we are the ones who are carrying burdens. Everybody has their share of them. All right, so don't always feel that you are burdened or you have reached a dead end or you have nothing left to give, etc., because that will only increase the negativity in your emotional state, in your mental state, at your spiritual plane as well. Okay, so any negativity that you are experiencing, release that. Okay, come from a place of unconditional love, come from a place of being more integrated in your soul. Okay, discover who you are at a soul level, most importantly. And at the forefront of that, of all of this entire month, I think it's going to be love, love, love. So this looks like a nice, interesting, not a heavy reading, not a heavy spread, just some major shift that might happen in your pivotal relationships or important relationships. All right, so I hope this helped you guys, and you guys have a great month of August. See you.